How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Leeds United against Arsenal. We are back in Premier League action and we got to dust ourselves down and we got to go again. And quite simply, we got to go to Ellen Road and get 3 points. Now, that is easier said than done because Leeds, they're a decent side. I know where they are in the league and it's very easy to see that and go, okay, they're 16th. They're not a great side. And we beat them earlier on in the season and scored 5 and all the rest of it. But they've turned things around. And although in their last 5, they've only won 1 game, they've also only lost a game. And they've drawn quite a lot recently. And it was only, I'd say, about 6 weeks ago that it was, pretty clear that they were about to sack the manager. But he's turned it around. Fair play to him. He has turned it around. And I think it all started with that away performance at Man City, which I know they lost, but they were 2-0 down. They brought it back to 2-2 and they lost in injury time. And I think that was kind of where they kicked on. And they've had some decent results in there and got some points on the board. And they sit 6 points above the relegation zone. I don't think West Ham are going to get out of the relegation zone. And I do think Leeds will be safe, but they've got some good players and they've got some, players that are going to rise to the occasion and play in the side that are top of the league. And they're going to be looking and thinking, are they a wounded animal or are they a little bit frail? And they can be there to be got at. And at Ellen Road, believe me, that is not an easy place to go. And I've been there as a supporter many, many, many times. And it's horrible. Okay, when the crowd really get behind the team, it's a difficult place to go. It's horrible for an away team and away supporters. But listen, we're where we are for a reason. Because throughout the course of this season, we've been the best team in the Premier League. Some people are saying we're the best team in the world at the moment. When you look at the Champions League and everything else. And one defeat to Manchester United is not going to change that. So we've got to answer all the critics. We've got to say that that was just a blip. And we've got to go out and get 3 points. Because if we don't, that's when people will really start to ask questions. And then the pressure will really start to build on the team. And we get to play our game before Villa and before Man City. Villa play at home to Brentford. And they're not in the title race. That wasn't actually meant to be a joke or anything. I generally slip of the tongue. But Man City are away to Spurs. Now, we don't really rely on Spurs to do us any favours, and their home record is terrible. But they do have a decent record against Man City. So you never know. But we just got to go and do our job. Put the pressure on them. So we can sit there on Sunday afternoon with our feet up, chilling and saying, go on then, boys, over to you. The gap's now 7 again. What are you going to do? Because when we've done that and we've played first and we've got our wins, everyone else has faltered. So let's put the pressure back on them. And it's a unique game for us in the sense that it's a 3 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday, which is unheard of in this day and age. But yeah, listen, just got to go out and enjoy the pressure. I think Mikel summed it up perfectly in his press conference before the Champions League game. We've got to embrace pressure. We've got to enjoy it. Now, when I watched that Man United game, and I have watched it back now, first 30 minutes, so comfortable, no issues, no drama, no problems at all. But then we got nervous. I don't know why. And we started to try and play safe. And it's not how we should have been playing. And mistakes started creeping into our game. If you continue to be overly nervous and not use negative energy in a good way, then this is what will happen. You've got to go out and embrace it. You've got to go out with a smile on your face, enjoy the football, enjoy the game, and enjoy the pressure. Enjoy the fact that you're top of the league. Enjoy the fact that everybody is writing you off. Enjoy the fact that everybody is waiting for you to slip. Because believe me, you're going to enjoy it a lot more when you don't. When you win a game that everybody's waiting for you to lose, you're going to enjoy it. When it comes to lifting trophies in May, if you're doing that, you're going to enjoy it. So embrace it. Enjoy the pressure. Smile. Let the handbrake off. Play. And if we do that, we can beat absolutely anybody in this league on our day. And it's as simple as that. We're the best team in the league. And no result changes that from last week. You can take the banter. You can hear all the talk. It's facts. We're the best team in the league. We've got to go out and show it now. Very simple. So, listen, with that said, let's go and get into the lineup because I think this is important. We've had a full week's rest, really, when you think about the players that weren't involved in the Champions League. So, yeah, let's go into the lineup. In goal, David Raya. Very straightforward, comes back into the side. Right back, Jurriën Timber. Rested for the game in midweek, so he's had a full week's rest. No issues at all. Right centre-back will be William Saliba. Again, another player that was completely rested on Wednesday night. No issues, no drama. He starts. Alongside him, Gabriel. This doesn't change. And, you know, it's another player that's had a full rest. He was on the bench on Wednesday but wasn't used. So it's all good. Left back, I think it will be Ricardo Calafiori. 45 minutes in his legs. Think he's ready. Think he's... been an important player for us this season, and we've missed him over this last month, big time. And I think he offers us so much and the way that we do things in an attacking sense. And I know that's crazy to say with a defender, but if you watch his way of playing, you'll understand. So no issues at all. In the midfield, Martin Zubimendi got to get that mistake out of his head, had a nice rest in midweek, no issues, very simple. On the right-hand side, Bukayo Saka need a big performance. The last time we played at Ellen Road, it was a tough afternoon. Trust me on that one. Leeds were very unlucky to lose that game. But Bukayo Saka was the one that scored the all-important goal. We need a big performance. Alongside him, now this is where there will be talking points. This is where there will be questions. I've got a feeling that Mikel Arteta may well play Mikel Moreno. I genuinely think that that's what he will do. I'd like to see Eze there, not Martin Odegaard, but I've just got a feeling that he may well go with Moreno because of the physicality of Leeds. Set pieces as well. Leeds are very, very good from set pieces. I know that's mad to say as an Arsenal fan, and we're meant to be the best, but Leeds are good from set pieces. So I think that Moreno, for the physicality and everything else, and look, he can score goals and he can link play. I haven't got an issue. So I think that he may well be the one that starts the game. There's talk about Kai Havertz. Mikel Arteta has said he's ready, but they are going to manage what games he starts and everything else. I think the Carabao Cup game against Chelsea is where Kai Havertz will start. But maybe the intensity of the Premier League and at Ellen Road is a little too soon at the moment. That's my thought process behind it. And Martin Odegaard doesn't play at all. So very simple. Next to him will be Declan Rice. Back into the side, didn't play on Wednesday. Of course, he was suspended anyway. Same as Moreno, so two players that have had loads of rest. On the left-hand side, I think it will be Trossard. I think he will come back into the side. A player that had a full rest on Wednesday night as well. I thought Martinelli did some good things, some frustrating things, but I just feel that Trossard will be the one that starts the game. And then up front, as the main striker, I got a feeling it will be Victor Gyökeres. I think that Mikel will look for the physicality to try and bring others into play, push Moreno a little further forward so he kind of sits behind and is effectively a number 9. I think his finishing is superb, Moreno. But Gyökeres, yeah, listen, the debate will go on and the question marks will still be there until he starts to score and play consistently and do things right. You know, it's so many question marks. I like the link-up play with him and Havertz in the first half, but I'm also mindful of the opposition and how poor they were, and that you're not going to come up a team as poor as that in the Premier League. Not even Wolves are as poor as that, and that's no disrespect to Wolves, but they're the side that are bottom of the table, and they ain't even as bad as that. So, yeah, but I just think that's what it'll go with. I don't think it'll be Jesus. Havertz ain't going to play up front. Like I've said, I gave my reasoning and everything why he won't start the game. But yeah, I think that's what Mikel Arteta will go with. So yeah, listen, that is it. There we go. That is the lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section whether you agree or disagree. What do you think? It's a bit of a strange one this week. Well, I'm not too sure in a couple of areas, but it's a good headache to have, and we'll have a very strong bench anyway, so we always do. But listen, there we go. That is it. You know what to do if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.